Hi, this is Sheri Ann Richerson from Experimental Homesteader.com.
And Jeffrey Rhoades.
Introducing our presidential candidate for 2020.
Okay, this is one way of announcing candidacy.
Announce your candidacy, Jeffrey,
Well,
and
there's
speak
still,
up.
There's still a lot of work that has to be done to actually try to become a candidate. So, but we're actually considering it. We're looking into what it takes and actually considering the possibilities.
Do you know what your campaign agenda is going to be yet?
I'm a long way from that. But some of the first things that we have to do, I have to either collect or spend $5,000.
Start donating, people. We need $5,000.
Yeah. That's for the FEC, the Federal Election Commission, to recognize me as a candidate.
We need him recognized.
So first off is the $5,000. And then I have to get my name on the ballot in every 50 states, which every state has its own rules and application and everything else. So I've got to contact the Secretary of State of each state and get the paperwork needed and fill it out and submit it and spend whatever money it takes to get that done.
Hire an accountant to keep tabs on everything.
Every dime, yes.
Because every penny will be scrutinized.
Yes, it has to. It all has to be accounted for, and
Yep.
Yes. So, okay.
And then your agenda.
Yeah.
We want mandatory GMO labeling.
We need to wait on the agenda. Okay.
We have a lot of ideas for the
We have
agenda.
some ideas, but some of it may have to wait.
Yes.
Some of it may have to be kept a little closer to the vest. Wait on some of it until we're actually in office, and then say, "Oh, by the way." Yeah.
And I don't want a speechwriter. I am perfectly capable of saying what I think.
Yeah. There
Jeffrey,
goes my candidacy.
Vote for Jeffrey!
Yeah.
Because we need a non-politician in the White House.
Yeah, it would be nice to have a normal person.
A normal working person.
Non-political,
Yep.
wealthy, just an average Joe in the office and see what happens.
Raise your hand, Jeffrey. Vote for me.
Yeah.
Vote for me. Yes, it would be great.
And I've been out in the yard weed eating.
Because that's what anybody that's going to run for presidency really should be doing.
She was out running the lawnmower earlier. I got the weed eater going.
Could you all see me on the White House lawn telling the people, get off that lawnmower and let me ride? And no, I will not be wearing dresses, people. I will be wearing jeans and t-shirt. First lady or not. There you go.
I think that'll change. At least in public. So.
What is wrong with the First Lady being true to who she is?
In public, though, she's also representing the country.
Yes,
so
but what did people wear when this country was founded? And remember, it does say, we the people. We the people.
Women wore dresses.
All right, but they wore long dresses, and they didn't wear fancy dresses. They wore working dresses.
Yes and no. When they were going out into public, visiting...
If they had fancy dresses. A lot of the ladies had only a Sunday dress.
Well, and that's what they would wear.
Yes,
to
but
go
it doesn't have to be a huge, expensive designer dress.
No, I'm not saying it does,
know.
but I'm saying you may not be wearing jeans and t-shirts in public. Slacks and blouses And I'll be wearing suits most of the time.
You look good in a suit, though.
Instead of T-shirts.
Until you're out on the White House lawn with the weed eater.
Yeah.
The first working couple to enter the White House.
That could be entertaining.
Although I don't know.
Actually, no.
Historically, was there couples that worked outside of course, being president and first lady?
I'm not sure that they. I mean, it's not like they had a different job, but they spent time, working around the White House.
See.
Doing stuff. Often, different presidents, different first ladies. I mean, there were lots of them that actually did, additional stuff. They just, your job is the presidency, or your job is all the, that could change, So, I also, this morning, participated in the local corporate challenge, sponsored by the YMCA and Marion General. And that was...
Marion General is the hospital.
Sorry, yes, Marion General Hospital. I was participating from my company, American Woodmark, and I participated in the 2-mile timed walk. Basically it was a 2-mile distance, and I had to predict how long it would take me to walk it, and then the person, whoever is closest to the time that they predict for their walk, wins. I had no real idea. They asked me a couple months ago if I'd participate. I said, sure, I can walk. No big deal. Monday they asked me, well, how long is it going to take you to walk 2 miles? Well, I don't know. So I said 15 minutes. That was not a good time.
I told you so.
Well, you told me after I had told them.
Because you didn't ask me before.
I didn't have a chance to. They came up to me and said, what kind of time do you want? And I'm like, I don't know. So 20 minutes would have been a much more accurate time. Much better pace, really. A little slower.
And then
I was hustling
the
2 miles. And I completed in 21:55.2 minutes.
But then you had noodle legs.
Yeah, then my legs started feeling a little shaky. I had a little bit of shin splint issue.
Are you out of shape?
A little bit.
A little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little.
But hey, I finished 2 miles, and I did it in just under 22 minutes.
Yay!
22 minutes. That's not bad.
That's not bad. Nope.
Because some of the people that were out there, I mean, they walk on a daily basis. They actually compete. They time themselves. They figure out exactly how long it's going to... I didn't practice or anything. I had no clue. I just showed up this morning, walked it, and did the best I could. And yeah, I was over my time, but I did good.
And then we went to see my sister Shonda, and we had breakfast.
Yep.
It was her birthday breakfast to me, which was
Thank
very
you,
nice. Thank you, Shonda.
So, and then I took a little nap before getting out there and starting to work on the yard.
And then we've been mowing and weed eating and mowing and weed eating.
And she got into some twine, so I've got to get underneath the mower deck and untangle the blades again. She does this to me a couple times a year.
I need some goats, and then I won't have a twine issue, you see. It's a trade-off. Get me the goats, and I won't need to mow because they will deal with it, and we will see the twine and be able to pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real simple solution. Simple.
Yeah. I also took care of the weed eating over across the street at a neighbor's house.
Oh, how nice. I'm sure she appreciates that. I haven't even got over there to mow yet.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to need to move that brush first before you mow over there.
Okay.
I was going to get that. I was going to drag it over and put it on our burn pile.
Yep.
And burn it.
I'm sure she'll appreciate that.
We, she doesn't have anybody mowing her yard at this point. Her son he broke his lawnmower, and now he's refusing to do any work and help. So we're gonna help take care of her yard as well.
Yeah.
But I got over there with the weed eater and got the one spot. There's a stretch right along her driveway where she has some railroad ties as a border for the driveway. Well, you can't get a mower up close to that, so.
Yeah.
But it's cleaned up. Now you need to get the brush out of there, and then we can mow with the lawnmower.
And I told him we'd take care of it for now because he used to mow my yard quite a bit. So, yeah. So well, we have one item for unboxing today. And we do need to tell you before I show you this, I did receive this item for free. Yes, for free. In exchange for my honest review. All opinions are my own. And what do we have here, Jeffrey?
I believe those are curtains.
Yes, these are curtains. They are supposed to be green. You can see what color they are.
They're very pale green.
They're a very pale green, but I think they'll go okay with the living room wall.
Yeah, I think they will.
Yeah, I think they will. Yeah.
And they are blackout curtains?
I believe that they are. Now let me see.
They look to be heavy enough that they may be.
Yeah. They look really, I haven't opened them yet.
Yeah.
Let's see. But I think they are. It doesn't say. There's 2 panels here. And so let's take a look. I was making curtains and I've never got around to finishing them. And then I was offered these and I thought, well, you know, maybe.
Yeah, these look like they're fairly thick.
They're thick, yeah, but they're not lined. They're not lined, but they are thick. They're polyester.
Okay. But
so,
they're thick enough, I think they'll work as a blackout. Because, I mean, that's a thick material.
Yeah,
that's going to stop any light.
Yeah, very, very thick, as you can see.
You can't see through that. So that's, they may not be lined, but they're blackout. They're thick enough.
Yep. So, that should be very nice.
Yeah.
And Jeffrey gets to help me get those up this weekend.
I think this is part of why I'd like to run for president. Then I don't have to do all the work around the house, all the projects and everything.
Wait a minute. Nobody wants to vote for a lazy president.
I'm not going to be lazy. I'm going to be running the country. That'll be my, but I'll be coming from the fact that I'm a normal working person who knows how to,
Who held a minimum wage job for a number of years, so you know what that's like too.
Yeah, I've had a number of minimum wage jobs. I struggled to get my college degree. I've done this and that and something else. I'm becoming a jack of all trades, master of none.
Former Domino's driver.
Didn't have to say that part.
Well, it's all going to be all over the media.
Well, yeah, eventually. But, I've done some electrical work now. I've done some carpentry work now. I've done some plumbing work.
You've milked the goats.
Yeah, I milked goats. I took care of livestock. We still have chickens, which we plan on taking the chickens with us to the White House.
My chickens and turkeys will go with me if he wins.
There'll be
and my dog.
Poultry in the White House.
Again.
And we'll have a garden. We'll grow some food at the White House and share it with people. And that's a big part of my agenda is we need to get back to people growing their own food in their own little gardens, having poultry and
and being self-sufficient.
Yeah. Self-sufficiency. Yep. Get back to what actually made this country great in the self-sufficiency, people relying on themselves, growing stuff for themselves, not relying on
the free government handouts.
Yeah.
I'm just very blunt. he wants to word things nicely, and I say we should
That's why I'm a speechwriter. To help me get my point across, but in a polite and respectful way.
Yes, but the American people want to hear their agenda, and they don't want to play around with this fancy wording of what did that just mean?
Right.
No. We need to fix the Social Security system. We need to fix
the welfare system.
Yes,
we need to fix quite a few things.
Yep.
And
we might not be able to bring jobs to the United States because that might be a little tricky to do. But you know what? What about mom and pop shops? Because that's the way this country started. And every one of you sitting out there have skills. You have skills.
Yeah.
You have a way to make money. You don't need to rely on an employer to go in and clock out and collect your happy little paycheck. Okay, that's the easy way.
Yeah, there's some lessons to be learned from history that could be applied to get this country back on track. I think some of the programs of Woodrow Wilson, some of FDR, Franklin Roosevelt's programs, they need to be revamped and restarted, and let's get things back on track.
Yep.
We had, and actually still have, a great country. We're just jumping the track a little bit, and we need to, get this country back where it needs to be, and, there's things that can be done.
Yep. And we need to fix the disability system too, because, it's ridiculous the way it's done, and there are children who get more money than disabled adults, and that's just wrong.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's some issues there that need to be looked into.
Yeah.
But
the welfare system should not be designed in such a way that when you get on it, you're kind of stuck. It should be a transitional system that helps people to get off of it and be able to be on their own and self-sufficient again. Mm-hmm. And that's yeah.
There's some problems in some of these programs.
Yep. And
we need to look at them and get them fixed.
Yep.
And it may not be easy. There's going to be road bumps.
Great things are not done easily.
There's going to be potholes.
Yep.
Oops!
Oh.
But, hey, might as well get started on it. Let's see what we can do.
Yep.
And, I mean...
So we would love your comments below, because guess what? If he can get up everything that we need to get this presidential campaign started, we want to hear from the little people, okay? Yeah. There is enough of the rich people running this country. There is enough political agenda. There is enough. We want to hear from the real working class people, the people who are disabled, the people who are on Social Security.
Politicians are supposed to be there for the people.
It says we, the people.
Well, but they're supposed to be representatives of their constituency.
Yep.
Which means they need, and I need to hear what the actual majority really wants.
Yeah.
Instead of it being the wealthy, the influential, having all of the say, the little people need to step up, and social media is a great way of communicating, saying, hey, here's my idea.
Yep.
Hey,
there are
how I feel about this issue. We'll put the issue out there, and we'll run a poll of, on the social media of let us know. What do you feel?
Yeah,
Are you in favor of this? Are you against it? And then we'll look at, some of the numbers and say, okay, this is how, the majority of people that we're in contact with are feeling. So, is this actually, what the majority of the country feels? And if so, then let's do something about it.
Yeah, because there are no wrong suggestions. There are no wrong answers. Put it out there and let's get the people's opinion.
The only wrong question is the one not asked.
Yep.
So let's hear from you. Let's get this ball rolling, and let's see what kind of a mountain we can roll under.
Or over. Or through.
I mean, this could be entertaining.
Can you imagine me as the First Lady? Look at that.
Can you imagine me as the president?
Yes, I can. I've known you a long time, and yes, I can.
In some ways, I don't know that I want the stress of it. I know the job is stressful, but
somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do something about
this
the
situation
that we have in this country.
Yep, and think about our founding fathers. Do you think, when they all got together and did that they had any clue? Our first president.
Oh.
I mean,
no, they had no idea. They really had no idea where this was going.
No, but they did it. They took that step and they did it.
Because they had to.
Yep.
They had to do something. And they had no idea really what was going to happen. And okay, I study history. So yeah, I know, you look at the history books, you read this stuff. They didn't really have an idea. They were just trying something because out of necessity. Mm-hmm. And a lot of them, they would
speak.
Well, they would not be happy at this point with what has happened in this country. Now, some aspects of it, they'd be tickled with how things have gone. But there are a lot of things right now, that they would be so disappointed.
Yep.
We've had issues off and on, several presidents, less government, no big government. You want small, and that's been one of the political issues off and on for the whole time. But I think the government has gotten too big, too involved, and we need to take a step back and really work on focusing, getting the individuals involved and getting individuals taking care of themselves.
Yep.
And not relying on
and their family and their friends and their neighbors.
Yeah, communities.
Yes.
Focus on the individual and the communities rather than what the federal government is doing.
Yep. So well, that's it for me today. What about you?
I think I'm done.
All right. Thumbs up, thumbs down, comments below. Please subscribe. We're trying to reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2016.
And $5,000 towards the candidacy.
So if anybody is interested in donating, please contact me or leave the comment below if you're not comfortable leaving it publicly. Because Jeffrey is going to make an announcement on Facebook here shortly. And letting people know what we're going to do probably before this video comes out, so everybody isn't going, oh, what?
Maybe I'll wait.
And anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We are coming up almost on our 1-year vlog. Are you excited, Jeffrey?
Well, I think we're getting somewhere with this as to what we can do for the 1-year vlog.
Yay!
We're announcing a presidential candidacy. I think that's a big, jump.
Are you going to give your first candidacy speech? No, that's not going to be our 1-year vlog? No? Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Anyway, guys, have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow with another daily vlog. Bye.